Politely started tailgating him. If you can imagine politely tailgating, it's just get the fuck off the road, you dog. You know, I beeped, nothing, started flashing.
If I was in front of Inan, you know the first thing I would do is fucking get your license plate and report you.
This is coming from a guy who used to carry a suitcase to school. A rolling suitcase.
Yeah, fucking going to the airport, are we?
Yeah, you fucking nerd.
Diablo.
Yeah.
Because people already know who I am.
You're such a hard comer.
Have you seen our YouTube channel and our 25 subscribers, cuz? You fucking tell me who the fuck they know?
Alright.
Okay, so little shit comments like that, is that going to be like if I keep doing this, is it going to be annoying?
We want you to shut the fuck up during the fucking, when we do the intro, yeah?
Alright, yeah, okay.
And shut your fucking
Now
mouth.
that you told me,
Why are you still
Can you hear
talking?
it's not the intro.
Why are you talking?
Fuck off.
Your voice is very low, apparently.
Is
Yeah,
it?
to fix his volume.
Nah, because I think he's muted himself on Skype. That's why I can't hear him.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the 11 episodes over here.
You're 100% accurate there, bro.
Welcome, viewers and listeners, to another episode of No Grandmas Allowed. This is a very special episode. As always, you're joined with myself, Imran, and JJ.
What up?
And we've also got introducing Fatih, aka the Sheep Man, aka Fats, aka Fatih likes the party.
What up?
Yeah.
Hello.
And also we have Inan, Wolfman, aka Wolfman for Nukcha,
Let's face it, the main attraction.
aka fucking hero dog rat. Give him a round of applause.
Watch
I don't follow orders.
Oh, what's happening, fellas? Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for coming. Man, this is going to be fun. I can't wait. You guys are our first two guests on the show. We've got a lot of shit to talk about. Yeah, Inan keeps eyeing me out like he's going to hurt me. Or it's like, I can see
You're
him.
talking. What do you want to look at party while you're talking?
Like his eyes are telling me to shut the fuck up. He wants to take all the spotlight. So I can just fucking tell.
Because I'm excited. I am excited, you know, to get the word out.
Yes. So when we asked you to be our first two guests, Inan, give me your the feeling that you had, you know, the sense of pride.
To be honest, I wasn't bothered to come on, you know what I mean? It's like, I knew these guys needed me to get some views going, because, I mean, let's face it, it's not doing that well. And, you know, that they really needed to scrape the battle for me.
Bro, I made you, bro. I talk about you all the time.
For me, I had a gun to my head. I didn't really want to be here. For some reason, it's just what it is, and I'm part of this podcast now.
You know, it's a shame that, you know, Imran can't be in this fucking country already.
I'm refusing to listen to you. How's our counterpart in London, in England going at the moment?
Oh, this already sucks, bro.
So how I wanted to start this off was how we kind of all know each other. Do we all remember how we all met through high school or whatever it was?
That's a good question, actually.
Actually, I remember meeting Inan.
Let's go down memory lane then.
I remember meeting Inan. First year, it was year 7. It was the first day. You were my first mate.
Was I?
Yeah, you were my first mate. Like
I have not.
Straight up, Inan didn't see it like that. Another fucking burden off my case.
No, Joe, I seriously can't remember.
But this is the thing, like, as you were being my first mate, I was kind of upset. I'm like, am I a fucking nerd? I was kind of disappointed that you were
What
my
I
first
remember first time, we were stuck somewhere, okay? Some teacher made us stay somewhere and we were like, get the refugees out. I remember something was going on. No. Something in the news was happening. They weren't letting refugees, and you're like, let the refugees out. We were screaming something stupid that.
Was I saying that?
Yeah, you were saying that. Wally, you're like, oh, free the refugees. Remember free the refugees?
Free the
slogan at one stage. That's what I remember. And we were next to the metal workshop near the canteen. And there was hot girls there too. I remember there was girls there. That's why you...
Maybe that's why, yeah.
That's what I remember. I don't know about you. Like, what are you on about?
Oh, Imran's gone.
We've lost Imran, ladies and gentlemen. Because if you could see the shittest smile on your face.
Because you got a face only your mother would love.
Yeah, you gronk.
So the first time I met Fatih was in Miss Wong's class, because I remember Miss Wong was such a fucking evil bitch that it was just us two as, I don't know, the most biggest anarchists in the room. But the reason why we became friends was because Fatih was a reason of why I couldn't pay attention to fucking jack shit in the class.
Because you are telling this story wrong. Like,
All right.
straight up, I full remember the day that we full hang out because I hated you, and the reason why I sat next to you in mathematics was my friend was sick. Like, straight up, I remember Brett called in sick that day, and you were hanging out with Zaim. So, and then we had to pair up for mathematics. So what happened? Iman's like sitting there, do you want to come and sit next to me? And then fucking I came and sat next to you, and then yeah, it's gone downhill from there. Straight up.
Man, but Iman was such a pretty boy. Like, pretty boy with his voice.
Bro, straight out, I can't remember any of this, but what I do remember, particularly, is when one time you were sitting at the back of the class, you were sitting alone, all right? And I kept staring at you because you kept fucking shaking the entire desk, acting like you were coming. And because of that, I couldn't focus on the whole class. I kept laughing and I got in
It does
trouble.
sound like something I would do.
I swear to God, that is classic Fatih.
Yeah, mathematics was a good time.
But one thing about Fatih, I remember he would be there in year 7, and then he would go and disappear for 2 years. And then it's like, oh, and then one day we got assembly, and now Fatih's back at Arthur Phillip.
But I moved to Turkey for 1.5 years. Maybe that's why.
I full didn't notice, and then like 2 years later, you're like,
Because I just left like, it's like, hey boys, hey man, see you next year. Bro, mine's tickets already booked and everything. And then I just never came
What
back
year
to
was
school.
this? Year 7,
Year
year
end
8?
of year 7. And then I came back beginning of year 9.
yeah, and then he's like, it's
First
like,
time
it's
I'm
like,
finding out.
that's what I mean. It's like we didn't even know that he left. What a magician.
I'm a magician. But yeah, that was me and Iman. I don't remember how I met Inan. I think Inan would have just been a
do.
casual
To be
honest,
boys thing.
It was,
do-
it was like an
Yeah.
on and off thing. I'm pretty sure we had a few memories.
No, we'll say him.
Nothing's coming to my head.
But
Bro.
clearly you don't have fucking memories. You're just a constant liar. Nothing beats Charla when we first fucking helmet. Remember we scored helmet?
Shout out to Chala. Fuck you, Chala.
Wait, how does it feel in meeting Charla as you two being the first guest? Because I know he really wanted to be a guest.
Yeah, you know what? That's one of the main reasons to Chala. Fuck you, love. What's up? What's up, bro?
Because you're not missing out on much, don't worry, bro. Straight up.
Just a better mate, bro. Straight out.
You know what it was? It was just, look, I get it. You wanted higher ratings. You wanted the biggest celebrity. I get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
that's
got
right.
Parramatta Stadium, Bankwest Stadium's own Inan.
Their very own mascot.
You got the new Sky Sports Offside Talk. But so it makes sense. Or who can I have it?
But I'm a self-proclaimed actor. I've done movies and stuff. So technically, Imran needs us three.
That's it. That's simple as that. Are you on IMDb?
Yes, I am.
That's it,
I've
done.
got
You
two
know, I'm
movies.
surprised you haven't said that before. Like, honestly.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm on him.
Without me, there's nothing. Nothing. You're all...
You're a piece of shit.
Second that.
I did those short films, right? And the best was, he goes, okay, because you're in the background, pretend you're having a conversation. So I'm having a conversation, but he goes, you just mime it, because we could pick it up on the microphone if you whisper. So the guy next to me, I'm going, this is fucking boring. This is fucking boring. And I go, okay, cut. We can hear the guy that's saying, this is boring.
That's bad.
So I wasn't really much. I think my shoulder was in that film.
Let's just cut that guy out in the background.
Seriously, they did.
do you guys have any...
So you do the Offside Talk, Fatih, with Emin and Inan.
Emin
Emin and Omar. So that's
That's right, man.
No, you can,
That's right, man.
that's okay. You can easily get the two mixed up.
yeah,
Go
I
on.
know, they're both flops.
Fuck you too, man. You dog.
They're just as worthless as each other.
Fuck off, Cam.
So what's happening with that? Like when you guys releasing?
We're still in the trialing period at the moment.
Yeah.
We are going to be a new football podcasting unit. We're still in the testing stages, but hope to be up and running by mid-March.
Yeah, sweet. It would be good to have you and the other two boys on our show before you guys release it as well.
Hey, can we not?
2 boys.
The other 2 boys.
3 boys.
I said you and the other 2
Oh,
boys.
the other 2 boys.
Hey, haven't you listened?
English.
You fucking
Shut
listen.
the fuck up, you know.
Fuck you, Inan.
Nah, yeah, 100%. Like, totally agree. We should
Nah, cancel.
collaborate sometimes.
Cancel.
Nah, we don't want to mix with our celebrity status with yours.
I
So
don't,
you
I don't
know,
want you to have more subscribers.
we can't downgrade. So we're going to stick
Upgrade,
to our
you mean.
level at the
Upgrade.
moment.
It's upgrade.
Nah, but yeah, we're still in the testing period, so hopefully mid-March.
But you know what? One thing, I know that Inan is very famous too, and how he got famous was being on a police show.
Oh, why don't you tell
Why
us
don't you
about that,
elaborate on
Iman?
that,
Alright, where do I start? Alright, let's start from the start, alright? I'm usually a rush driver, you know, I tend to speed a lot, and I've got no patience on the road. So what ended up happening, M4, I was jumping on from the M7. There was a grandma in the right lane, it was a 80 zone. But the right lane, it's keep left unless overtaken. Mind you, any fucking dog that fucking doesn't get out of the right lane, honestly, like, it's keep left unless overtaken. You got dickheads that are doing the speed limit. Fair enough, we understand you do the speed limit, but fuck,
That's
bro,
why it's there.
be courteous.
That's why
be
it's there,
fucking
man.
selfless a bit and fucking move, bro. Like, especially truck drivers, like, we just want to fucking get the job done and go home. I don't know about the other truck drivers, but me personally, I just want to fucking get home. Is that too much to ask for?
Yes.
Inan, I don't know if it's evident or not, but I think you got road rage, bro. Because why are you so angry right now?
Fucking clearly.
Well, you know what? Because I am a truck driver, I drive up to the north, near Central Coast, Newcastle. But obviously, you know, from Western Sydney, it's about an hour and a half, 2 hour drive.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fucking shit drivers. And that's what it is. I'm not road rage. People need to learn how to drive. Simple as that.
Yeah, that's why you got fined.
I know, that's why you're on TV.
There was this grandma, this little cute grandma in this little shitbox car. It was a piece of shit. Right lane, I'm telling you, she wasn't even going the speed limit, man. She was doing like 75. But it's free lane. It's a free lane highway. Mate, like out of the free lanes, honestly.
Only from the mic. Once it hits red, you're just going to come out.
Okay, so
You're that loud.
Okay, so
The computer doesn't like you. Okay.
Error.
can I explain my fucking story?
Yeah, go on.
So
Yeah, go.
what part was I up to? Anyway, so yeah.
So she was going
I
75.
politely started tailgating. If you can imagine politely tailgating, it's just. So no, anyways, you know, I beeped, nothing, started flashing, and what ended up happening was on the middle of the road, there was a refuge islands, and there was a police biker recording a police bike show. My luck, and literally seeing me on camera going. Flicking the high beams and running this lady up her ass. So then obviously they pull the chase, fucking make it fucking editing skills 101, make it like it's like I'm running away or something. Yeah. Fucking truck dog can't even do 110 Ks. Anyways.
Yeah, but I'm just going to cut you off there for a sec. Aren't all trucks on that freeway meant to be on the left lane only?
No, that's M1.
M1, yeah.
See, cunt, let me fucking hear him.
I just want to know. No, I just want to know.
Let me explain it. This is wrong, right? I've just told you it's M4. What the fuck? Anyways, missed them before. Really
Yeah.
Rudely, abruptly. Which one? Pick a word, guys. Go on.
Anyways, so yeah, they pulled the chase. They pulled me over. 2 guys, mind you. 2 police bikes. While I'm working, as if like I'm a fucking threat to society or something.
Well, you kind of
Then
were
there
at
was a
that
guy
time.
on the motocross bikes or the trail bikes, and he had a camera on him. Pulled out. As soon as I seen him, I knew. All right, he's on the highway shows. In my mind, it wasn't the fine or what's going to happen. It was, do I say yes or no for when he asked me, can I record you?
Yeah.
And I'm like, and me being the guy that I am, I always watch those RBT shows because they are entertaining. And I always see the cunt and I'm like, bro, you're such a flop. Like, why would you let him record you? Like, you know, like, just say no.
So you became a flop.
I go, RBT show goes, yeah, mate, he goes, do you mind, you know, do you give us permission to record you? I'm like, yeah, no worries. Like an idiot. So then obviously, police obviously has to fucking be a sick cunt because he's on camera. Argues with me. Well, he asked me what's the fucking reason for speed. Why are we doing that? Obviously, because I was telling him straight out, I wanted her to move so I can fucking drive.
Yeah.
And I got fined fucking tailgating, flicking my lights, and pressing my horn.
But the funny thing is that you did look bad on that show.
No, mind you, the questions they asked, sorry to cut you off, but the questions they did ask me was just explain yourself and what you think happened. Me, you know what they turned it into? All right, so this driver starts arguing with the police officer. It's like, nah, bro, you asked what the fuck was happening, man.
But the thing is, you copped you copped the fine, you copped the lecture and everything, and you still blame the grandma that was in front of you.
Yeah, bro. Cause I guarantee you, I can walk on the street right now. If I just picked a random person and I explained the story, he would 100% agree with me.
No, I don't
That's
think
how
so.
much confidence I have in
I think you're wrong on that one.
I disagree with you currently at the moment, so there's your handpicked person.
Go fuck yourself.
Imran, give us a verdict on is he right or wrong in this?
You know what, bro? If I was in front of Inan, you know the first thing I would do, and JJ, you could vouch for me with this, is fucking get your license plate and report you ASAP, brother.
Fuck me, dude.
Yeah, because you're a snitch, straight out. Not surprised. This is coming from a guy who used to carry a suitcase to school.
Yeah, fucking going to the airport,
A
are we?
rolling suitcase. Do you remember that day?
Yeah, how can I forget,
you
bro?
fucking nerd. Shut your fucking mouth.
I remember like it was yesterday.
Do you remember when we were going on a camper van trip, Jay, and we had a fucking semi-trailer that was tailgating us, and I got the shits?
Yeah, but
Yeah, see? That's one of those guys that would 100% agree with me on the fuck.
yeah, because you know why? Because Khalid was driving like a prick. He would overtake the truck and then slow down.
I do this too in my truck. Because my truck, I'm like, obviously going down hills, I pick up speeds. Yeah. Then that hill starts, it's like, oh, fuck. So I'm stuck in the right lane holding up 5-6 cars, bro. They hate me, man.
And then all you see, fucking, I'm in the back, I'm sleeping, Charlie's sleeping, and John's sleeping. And all they hear is, oh, fuck, oh, shit. And they slam the brakes, Charlie goes flying. And then Charlie wakes up, and everyone's going, I'm going to write their number plates down. Oh, my God. And then Charles like, that's such a bitch, man.
Is my laughs loud?
Bro, it's your laugh.
What do you do?
Because be yourself. Don't take it. Just when you're screaming, don't scream straight into the mic.
Hey, that's what I'm stepping back and I'm stepping closer.
Oh, bro, you got skills on.
I wanna hear about. There's a memory of us when JJ went through this phase where and I think it started with Inan, where he would love to ask for a sip of your drink, and then
It started with Kadir.
Wait, what is this?
He used to just ask for a drink or throw it away.
So Fatih, remember when it was me, you, and Kadir, and we were just chilling by fucking where Anzac Bridges.
Oh, Anzac Bridge, yeah.
Yeah. And then you and Kadir start wrestling, start brawling, and then I saw there was a mother bottle on the floor. And I thought it was empty.
Yes.
I thought it was empty. So I kicked it, and it was a full bottle of mother. And then Kadir goes, my drink. And I'm like, oh fuck, I'm just gonna own it. I'm gonna put it there. And then from that point,
There's another one. Please let me explain this.
yeah.
Shout out to Q-Shot. Well, I think we were at Parramatta at the cinemas. JJ goes up to Q-Shot, goes, oh, cuz, do you mind if I have a sip? There's a bin, like, we're walking up to a bin. He grabs the drink, he chucks it straight in the bin. A full bottle, I can't remember what the bottle was. And Q-Shot was just like, fucking why?
Iced tea. Oh, bro. I even know the flavors, brother.
Yeah, same shit happened to me for Coke. He threw it into the sea.
Oh yeah, that's right. And then we went back to that place we were chilling out. And then we took Inan there and filled the other boys. And Inan had the Macca's Coke in his hand. I go, have a sip, bro. He goes, yeah. I grab it. I took a sip and I launched it. And he goes, I was just trying to be a good friend. Like,
I swear, I had the best of intentions giving that Coke. I'm like, you know what, fuck Coke, bro.
My friend is thirsty and I'm going to quench it for him.
in terms of like pranking or doing anything to mates, I do remember doing something to you though, and that was when I pretended that I was trying to be really close mates with this Armenian guy. and
that was such a good prank. And I was fasting at the time too, so my patience was just low.
so history wise, there's a bit of tension between the Armenian genocide, or what people call the Armenian genocide. I don't know.
Let's
have
not get
any
into
opinion you want about it. I'm just saying what it is. And
mind you, they're all wrong.
Shout out to our Armenian listeners.
So what I did with JJ was I said to him that I was friends with someone from work who is Armenian, and I said, all right, I'm going to... and I told Amir this. I'm going to be like, hey, I'm going to act like this guy's my mate, and I feel sorry for him and his ancestors for dying in the Armenian genocide, and kind of start siding with them on it. So then I told JJ all this, and JJ started messaging back massive paragraphs saying, bro, fucking tell him that this is the way it is. It's like this, it's like that. And then I go, oh, I don't know, bro. Like, I go, there's always two sides to a story, and not believing what JJ had to say. And then JJ takes a fucking photo of his tattoo on his back of the Turkish flag.
Of a Turkish guy.
Of a Turkish dude.
and sends it to me and he says, show this to your mate and give him and tell him to give me a call. So I go, bro, you know what? I go, he wants to talk to you. So I send him a number. JJ tries calling it, and it's Charla's number. So at this point, JJ is fucking frustrated. He's like, bro, what the fuck, man? That's fucking Charla's number, this and that.
Wait, isn't he Armenian?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got Armenian in him.
I said something like, oh, I don't believe what you have to say because my friend is really like...
You said... No, as I was explaining our history, you're like, I'm not buying it.
That's right, yeah, that's what I said. I'm not buying it, which is so fucking arrogant, right? And then so then JJ calls me up, right? Because this whole time we're texting each other and I'm laughing and telling Amir what JJ's saying. So Amir and I are just fucking laughing hard. JJ calls me up. He goes, bro, what the fuck, cuz? He goes, I was about to buy a ticket, fly over to Melbourne just to fucking bash you cunt.
But you guys got me good. It was during the month, like I was fasting, so my patience dropped severely at the time.
Weak.
Yeah, it was weak. It was weakness. That was my weak. They hit my weak spot hard.
Fatih, Inan, have you guys ever done anything like that where you either pranked one of the boys or you realized, oh, they got a weakness and I'm gonna fucking take advantage of it?
Nah, it always triggers me for some reason, bro. Like, I'm always triggered by that cunt.
So I'd get phone calls from Inan, okay, and him and Omar are going at it. They're going at it on Facebook, and then all of a sudden, I get a phone call from Inan. Brother, is this guy being serious? I'm driving to his house now. I'm on my way to my fucking house. I go, what happened? He goes, bro, check Facebook. I check, and I can see Omar's just giving banter, mucking around because we're all fucking friends. Okay, this guy goes, nah, bro, I think he's being serious. I go, why would he be serious?
Banter? I don't know, bro. You know what? Yeah,
go on, explain this.
I don't know. Nah, a lot of things can be
But we're friends.
Interpreted?
Yes.
But we're friends.
Like, that's why I don't like messaging these days because you get misinterpreted. Like my missus, she messages a lot.
Yeah.
And sometimes you think she's saying something nice, it's completely different. It's not, you know what I mean? You can misunderstand everything during messages. That's why I call everyone. You know what I mean?
But we're friends.
Like a lot of confusion there because, like, bro, Iman would be like nothing happened, but on Facebook, it's like, cuz, are we even friends? You know what I mean? It's like, that's what it comes to. It's like, how can I not be confused?
We're fucking mates, bro.
Still won't forget over that recent one where he just asked you, do you have a Liverpool jersey? And you lost your fucking shit because he was just genuinely asking you that fucking question.
I never made sense of this. You know what I actually thought? You know that classic, like, well, if you don't have a fucking jersey, you're not a fan.
You're not a fan.
That's where I thought he was going. I mean, why else would you ask me that question? You know what I mean? That's where I thought it was going. Until I got told off by everyone and I realized, oh, he was asking a genuine question. That's why I misunderstood. There's a classic example right there.
No, it's just you get that triggered from Omar.
No.
Any question?
Like, guys, when I see Omar face to face, it's like nothing happens. Like I said, that's why it's so confusing.
No, it's all in your head, bro.
You know why nothing happens? Because you're both scared. That's it. It's just fear.
No, look, you know why nothing happens? Because I heard that you got dropped at Bulldogs Gym, bro.
I can actually vouch for that. That actually
yeah, weren't you there, Fatih?
Right, there's only one person that
I never went to that gym, but I was there.
No. Emin, shout out to Emin. He knows. All right, and I've never said this out of spite to make my friend look bad
Oh,
or
here
make
we
anyone
go.
look bad, but that is the truth. And everyone knows this triggers me because they lie about it, because they know it fucking annoys the fuck out of me, because no one likes to fucking lose. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
All right?
and you lost.
You know what? Fucking let's continue on with this shit podcast.
No, what happened? So tell me about that.
After we
Day.
fucking sparred, demolished them, and that's it, Iman. Emma, if you fucking come on here and say otherwise, you're a fucking dog. Fuck you again.
He doesn't watch this.
I've written down a list of questions, just some topic starters for the boys.
Oh, here we go. We've come interview now, have we?
I plead not guilty.
Nigga, I told you work at Burger King.
Fifth.
Have we ever had a moment, I don't know, amongst the boys where we've ever been embarrassed or we've done just like something really stupid, maybe even in high school? Can you guys remember anything like that?
I can't remember.
Man, being your mate in high school was pretty embarrassing.
Nigga, I got 30 years of experience.
I think that defines our group.
Yeah.
Doing something stupid.
I know. Like, it's hard for us to be embarrassed, to be honest.
You could have the story of when you decided to car surf and land on your head,
Oh, bro, that was the
and
best.
then your elbow almost fucking snapped in half. You start with that story,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Will I ever
Shit.
get to play baseball again, Daddy?
Yeah, we had a certain driver that we won't speak of at the moment, because sometimes people say that it's like a dream that happened. But yeah,
Yep.
go on, Imran, yeah, go on.
Was it you?
No.
Is it a girl? Oh, okay. Shut up.
Say it. Go say it. Shout out. Go give her a shout out.
JJ's in the car with his ex, and his ex is driving the car, all right? And we're at a car park somewhere. So now I'm like, all right, I'm going to do something fun and different. So I go, all right, I jump on the back of this car, and it's not a fucking sedan, it's a hatchback. So there's nowhere for me to really sit on the back of this car, right? And then she speeds off, stops, and then speeds off again, and I fucking fly off and land on the floor, land on my elbow. All right. And I'm like, all the boys are in shock, quiet. And then they just straight away, ha, 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 ha. And I'm in fucking pain. Yeah. I've just fractured one part of my elbow. All right. And I'm fucking laughing. All the boys are laughing. And then
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit. So we go back to JJ's place, put ice on my elbow. And then who was it? Was it either JJ or Fatih? I can't remember. One of you guys were like, what did you say?
And I was like, oh, like the way you were just looking at us was just like,
Because you're like, I'm good, and you've got the ice on your elbow, and you're like, I'm good, but you're making funny noises from the pain.
yeah, you're like, and then we were just like, are you, Daddy, am I going to ever play baseball again, Daddy? Oh, that was scary, but it was actually ended up like the worst, best scenario, if that made sense.
Yeah, it could have been way worse than what it was.
And still to this day, my mum thinks that I fell down some stairs.
Well, she just found out the truth.
She's probably like, oh, mad, I gave birth to a fuckwit.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to
Special
Iman's mother.
shout out to her, if you know what I mean.
Gang has got a gang.
If you ever had to start any sort of a conspiracy or a rumor about anything, either your mates or something else, what would it be? Could you think of anything?
That Inan's a man.
Is that a conspiracy?
It's a rumor.
I'm pretty sure he's a woman.
It's not true, he's a man. Conspiracy was no. Don't
The one conspiracy was when our friend from high school, A-Touch, it was known as a cat rapist.
that wasn't involved to say. I have no idea.
All right, I'm going to clear this up.
Yeah, clear it up, please. You know,
We had another friend.
A-Tech, shout out to A-Tech, cat rapist, aka cop the gobby off his cousin.
So that's not even the rumor that it was. He copped the hand job off his...
Oh, hand job, sorry, cop the hand.
Anyways, this is all rumor and it's not true. It's bullshit from another friend named Ufuk. Shout out to Ufuk. Who, I don't know why, just went around...
It fucking spread like wildfire.
And at one stage, I even believed it.
I still believe it.
But yeah, that's what happened.
You didn't elaborate on nothing just then.
He goes, yeah, that's what happened.
So, a friend...
So I have a
just
mate
told
named
you the truth.
A-Touch
What do I need
and
to
that's what
elaborate?
happened.
What the fuck do I need to elaborate? I just told you a friend made up a bullshit rumor. It wasn't true.
Yeah, and then you could have explained, prove that it's not true.
In fact, I'm pretty sure I even asked you and you said, nah, it's bullshit, you dickhead. Because I was like, bro, is it actually real? Because I'm pretty gullible sometimes.
You love being gully.
All you did was you went, ah, ha, ha. I don't know if it's true or not, but yeah, you know, I'm pretty gullible. That's it. What are you talking about, dude?
Do you hear anything?
He's talking to you.
No, I refuse to answer your question. Go fuck yourself.
All right, so
That's right. Next question, bitch.
if you guys had to if you guys had to start any kind of a secret society, what would it be?
It would be a brotherhood of some kind, so no women, that's for sure. Yeah, fucking honestly, fuck yous, bro. Shut the fuck out. Anyways, I don't know. You know what? It'd probably be on the same thing as what the Masons and all the Lions and the Rotary clubs do. You know, they pretty much network. They've got to figure it out. You know what I mean? Work with one another, help each other out. You know what I mean? One guy that's good at something isn't good at the other thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you talk a lot of shit, eh?
The guy just asked, "What would you start up a fucking thing?" I just tell him, "What would you do, sick cunt?"
I only recruit cornflakes. I don't recruit people. They're not worth my time.
Nah, I probably wouldn't start one, man. Unless you had an idea, Imran.
He'll recruit a bunch of people that are pussy whipped.
So if I was to do any sort of a secret society, whatever it is, it will...
Sylvia doesn't let me.
So to get people to get into that society, I would do the exact same thing that that JJ did to our mate Kushad in high school. Or was it Kushad or Emin? I can't remember.
Kushad. Shout out to Kushad.
It was in schoolyard. Can you tell us that story?
I'll tell the story. So when Kushad came to Philip in year 8, he goes, "Oh, you guys are pretty cool, you know, can we hang out?" He goes, "Can I hang out with you boys?" To Emery, Kerem and myself, our other two mates from school. And then, what do you see? I go, I was about to say, yeah, of course. And then Emery goes, "I don't know, guys. There's like a 3-month waiting list." And it's like, he goes, "I get it, bro. I understand." And he walks away.
What does he understand? Was this at school?
Yeah.
What's the entire says, alright, this is a bit weird. Like, what the fuck? I'm gonna wait 3 months to be a friend. You know what I mean?
Emery's like this. Then he goes, there's a few other people in front of you before you, like, just gotta wait. Like, your time will come.
In his mind, he was like, fuck these cunts.
Your favorite gangster movie or mobster movie quote or something that relates to us imitating it in real life?
Goodfellas, stop breaking my balls.
Because if you're saying Goodfellas is better than Godfather, you got problems.
Yeah, hands down. I reckon Frozen is better.
No, I'm not saying it's the best. I'm saying it's, can you deny Goodfellas?
I can deny Goodfellas. I reckon Frozen's better. You gotta really look into that movie. It's really gangster, bro. She builds her own fucking castle out of ice. That's so gangster. And she always just doesn't want to go. She wants to be let go on.
Favorite movie? Probably Godfather 2. I think.
Hands down.
Yeah, there's a big difference between Godfather 1 and 2 because you
Godfather.
got... Yeah, what did I just say?
Sorry, yeah, I'm agreeing with you. Sorry. Fuck.
Nah, I think Godfather 1 is the better movie from a sense of it's got the best cast, it's got the best from a story, but the acting in 2 is just immense, man.
Yeah, it is.
The fact that it's got 2 storylines.
The storyline, the emotion that you feel
so
like,
much, man.
just the way, like, just to go legit, how much he sacrificed and where his whole family ended up. That story is just a heartbreaker and just a killer throughout the whole movie.
What about you, man?
I think definitely, out of the Godfather movies, if I had to choose, it would definitely be number 2, mainly because of the drama as well, along with the acting. I'd say my favorite scene in that film is where he goes up and he confronts his brother after he betrays him. I think I definitely like that scene.
And he kisses him like a poofta. Kiss of death, fucking Italians.
If I'm going to bring up a scene that's that really reminds me of someone, there's a scene in Goodfellas, all right, where Robert De Niro is kicking the living shit out of this guy that's on the floor.
That's JJ kicking.
The way he kicks really awkwardly.
Bro, the face expression he's pulling, he fucking looks exactly like JJ would be kicking someone on the floor.
It's just this.
In Goodfellas, there's that like when he's kicking that guy, he's got that pause, like in where he's deciding where to kick him, like there's that brief pause, because if you pause that, there was like Well, that if you pause it at that moment and put JJ's face next to it, it's identical, absolutely identical. Yeah, it's literally where it's like the tongue's sitting
Like,
here
it
as
doesn't-
well.
it
It's like, well, that like he's deciding where to kick him. Like that pause, that's on point.
You know why? Because I'm unfit. So I can't use all my energy. So I have to get pinpoint accuracy.
You know what? Honestly, like looking at that scene, I was like, bro, that's not how you kick a person. Realistically, it's like he's scraping his foot with the bottom of his foot. You know what I mean?
There's that scene, and then there's the scene where they're all playing poker, and it was a poker, whatever game that they were playing, and that's where Joe Pesci's character shoots the rat guy.
Blackjack.
It's when Robert De Niro is holding the money. And he's looking at Joe Pesci in disgust because if you stop it there, it's like it's just JJ. Like you can literally Photoshop his head onto that point in the movie, and it's just on point.
Oh, good call.
my God.
Good call. Well, that's it. Thank you, viewers and listeners, for another episode of No Grammars Allowed, the very special guest episode. Thank you, boys, for joining us. Fatih from Offside Talk.
Thank you very much. Just a little shout out to our little project as well. Offside Talk can be captured on Facebook and Instagram at the moment. We will be live on YouTube coming up soon with our podcast about football. But yeah, thank you very much for having us on, or having me on.
And also our mate Inan.
This little guy here.
Shout out to my missus, my son.
And make sure, and if even anyone's listening to this, make sure everyone just message Inan and say, get a TikTok account and start ranting on there.
Fuck TikTok, man. I don't got time. I got a second kid on the way, man. These guys. Got no time for that shit.
Alright, like, follow, subscribe with us. Imran, you do it.
Yeah, you know what, guys? Let me actually give a shout out. Shout out to the whole world. Help these guys out, you know. Watch their show a bit. Yeah, they really need it at the moment. They're doing a bit rough. All right, guys? Peace.
Please.
It's always good having you as well, JJ. No Grammars Allowed podcast. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us everywhere. YouTube, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. And send us any sort of message and we'll respond to you on the podcast. JJ?
Fuck you.
All right, boys. Laters.
Alright, see you, bro.
Later.